Hi all, welcome to another Chess24 Banter Blitz, slightly rescheduled today, 3:30. So anyway, I'm hoping to get the preview pretty soon, and actually while we're there, I'll just show you the this screen for a moment. If you want to get a discount, you can use the discount code Kingscrusher. So there's a actually, that's not quite the discount. Well, that is the discount code Kingscrusher. But anyway, okay. Let's play over there, and hopefully the preview is working. I hope. Nope. I'll reload. Okay. I've got it now. Okay, let's take some challenges from the top then. Okay. First challenge. Okay. I'm hoping the board is okay. It's not my. It's one of my other places streaming. The board is okay. Let's see. I'll play G6, I think. Probably I want to stop B4, probably, I hope. That's reasonable. From Ghana. Okay. Chikanti. Knight E8, C7. Maybe Knight E8, C7. I'm hoping this is a good idea. If I take and then play B6, it's very positional. My opponent's this queenside stuff is very positional. I wonder, structurally I seem to be intact at the moment, intact enough. I hope I'm intact enough. The pawn structure. This bishop a5 could be useful. At the moment there's no bishop a5. I'm wondering if I can risk doing this. Just to play knight e6 to d4. So without any bishop a5, I'm hoping this is knight e6 to d4 is an idea. Okay, this is quite interesting. Knight b4. That would be a passed pawn if he took. I'm wondering if he puts pressure on. Yeah, he puts pressure on the b4 knight. Okay. And okay, I can take off. This doesn't seem like anything. I'm getting anything here. Or I can play e5 and lose a pawn. Actually, I don't like either option particularly. Let's just put the knight back and let him take care. I just don't like either option there. Trying to avoid weakening my d5 for a moment. If I played e5, my d5 is weakened quite a bit. So okay, rook b4 here, maybe. It's difficult, actually. I'm in difficulty with the position at the moment. Maybe I can double the rooks. Is that a plan, to double the rooks? I wonder. I'm hoping the volume is okay, by the way. Can you just let me know, is volume okay, everything? Screen okay? It's a slightly different place I'm recording from today. Rook B. Okay, if I do this, just to double the rooks. Okay. Alright, that is a passed pawn. Is it worth it? It might be. It changes the structure a bit. I seem to be sitting on the right now. Let's go towards the centre a bit. Actually, I just noticed. Go a bit more towards the centre, I think. My physical location is not here on the chessboard, but okay, knight e5 hits d3. I don't know if that's handy or not. I'm hoping it's handy. Might not be. Maybe he just plays. I don't know about d4. Maybe I'll just take that. Can I hit this again to provoke e4? Trying to make my opponent's pawn structure a bit more fixed. If your opponent's pawns are more fixed, it sort of clarifies, in a way, things. Now I can go for knight c5 maybe. Trying to do something with that passed pawn. What I have done is closed up his bishop for a moment there by playing that bishop f5. Okay, can I play knight c5 now? That hits d3 as well as the queen. That could be, I think that might be it. Good news, Baz. Queen a7, rook b7. Alright, now b3 here. Is that pawn any good, or is it just weak? You know what? I don't know. Yeah. Alright, let's just drop this back for a moment. Maybe I'm thinking e5, knight e6 now. e5 and knight e6 could be handy. Alright, is this pawn structure too fixed from my point of view? It might be. What about the idea of bishop a4, tactical idea? Bishop a4. Now if he took, then I think that's better without pawn on e5. I think that would be a better scenario where I can clamp down on the d4 square. If I played e5 and he takes here, there's something. Okay, knight e6 is on the cards. Okay, let's defend that e6 square. Okay, now queen b6 here. I might be tactically threatening knight takes e4. Now this bishop a4 tactic. As long as there's no check on this diagonal, this bishop a4 tactic seems very useful to try and win the exchange. Alright, I think that's good news for me. I can sit on the dark squares now and play queen c3 and b3. I think that was a very useful tactic to get to win the exchange. I don't know if he's coming to my second row quite quickly with any devastating effect. I'm going to take a risk. Maybe there's queen e1, forcing bishop f1, which is a nasty pin. Which means actually, okay, b3, what am I worried about? Queen d7, there might be rook f8 or rook b7. Alright, now rook f8 or rook b7, I wonder. I think rook f8 might be appropriate here, because if he takes rook f7, trying to drag that pawn down, I guess he's got queen b7, queen c. No, he's going behind that pawn. Oh no, he doesn't go behind the pawn. No, yeah, that's good. Okay, b2 then. b2's happening. Of course you can't. Okay, thanks for the game. That was interesting. Thank you, Trikanti. Right. See Zaba. Okay. See Zaba. I'll play e6 to start off with. So maybe. Shall I risk a Dutch stone wall? I hope this will be okay. Bishop d6 might be going into e4 too readily. Sometimes e4 is a good pawn sack. e4 looks scary. Actually, with this setup, it does seem as though e4 is scary. I wonder if I can play like this, knight c6 instead of c6, just to be able to, yeah, this position, to be able to take and then d4. So I'm opening up that f file a bit, and I'm hoping this is okay. I might be wrong. Right, knight b4 looks good for knight c2 potentially. Am I being optimistic here? There might be bishop f5 to support that concept. Maybe concept is too strong a word. Tactic, knight c2, bishop f5 and knight c2. Right, so here bishop f5, or maybe just d3. I've got d3 here for knight c2. One point about this, which might also be interesting, is that there might be bishop g4 on the cards. Okay, I'll pin that guy. This might lead to knight a5 here. This pin is... sometimes the pins are quite nasty in chess. Here, yeah, knight a5. Yeah, looks... I don't know what he does, actually. Is he losing a piece? Yeah. Okay. That might be good news. It depends what happens now. Let's play. I'll play c5. Trying to reinforce this pawn with c4. Now knight c2 is not very good, is it? It might be. Okay, it might be good. For knight e3 and bishop c5. There's knight e6 though. Yeah, I'm not sure I should have allowed knight e6. Alright, can I go... I'll go out of the way for a moment. And maybe knight takes here. Alright, I'll take here to try and weaken dark squares. I think I'll get a pawn for the exchange, because I'm happy with my pawns here. Well, I was happy with them. I've just noticed that I'm dropping c4 now. That's a shame. Hang on. Rook takes c4, I play rook takes f3. Maybe there's no time for rook takes c4. Okay. So if he attacks my queen c5, maybe queen c5. Possibly. Let's have a look at this. Rook takes c4, rook takes f3. The check doesn't do anything. I think bishop f8. Alright, so yeah, f3 is an issue. Rook e1 I expect. Okay. Oh, I can take that. Damages the pawns a bit. I can safeguard my pawn here against bishop d5, rook c4 with b5. If I play b5 coming up. What other issues are there? Bishop d5. Okay, there's a slight back row issue. He plays rook at 1. Oh, there's a pass pawn there. Aha. Alright. D2 would stop. Oh. I think I'll... Queen, bishop c4, there's queen e4. E7, there's queen e7. In the light of rook e1, there's d2. So I'm going to play b4 with the idea that there's rook c4 there. Okay, let's try and kick this bishop. Let's keep it simple. Let's just kick this bishop. So there's no time for rook e1 at the moment. There's no time for e7. Try and kick this bishop back or win this pawn. Alright, this is check. This is check. Okay, thanks for the game. That was getting scary. So, analyze. Okay, I'll play Vienna, or I will actually play this against knight c6. I think it's less controversial than f4 against knight c6. In particular, because I think black can just take on knight c6 if you play f4 to get a sort of good king's gambit position. But here I think this is okay. This type of position with kingside expansion I think is okay. So it's a sort of safe version of the Vienna game, not being too risky, just trying to gain space on the king side. So king h2, f4, f5, g4, knight g3 is a sort of basic plan. A knight on g3 will stop knight h5, so g5 after that, and the pawns could just carry on going forward. And I quite like this plan. It's like a King's Engine style in reverse. So f4, f5, g4, knight g3. So this is my plan, g4, g5. Queen comes over. It's quite a long plan, but it just it's queenside, kingside expansion. Does the king need to be on h2? The king could be checked. Okay, I'll use that to cement d4. Because I still want this knight coming here. I don't want to put the knight over there. I think the pawns here are quite nifty for controlling d4. So I'm carrying on this plan. h4, g5. If knight h7 puts brakes on h4, g5, it hasn't done that now. So this g5 looks as though it could be very handy. I'd bring the queen in, and then there might be another plan, king f2, rook h1, which would be very dangerous with this very dangerous pawn structure over here. So king f2, rook h1 is a quick way of transferring. There's no dark square bishop to worry about. I was thinking if there was a dark square bishop for a moment. Can I get away with king f2? I mean, there might be another way, but just rook f2, bishop f1, rook h2. That would take 3 moves, though. This is just 2 moves. King f2, rook h1, 2 moves. No issue on the diagonal with the king stepping out. f6 immediately here looks very dangerous. I know I probably could have taken that. Oh, what's going on here? What's going on? It's a double attack on g7 and e7. My queen's protected, so I'll take this, I think. Okay, this looks very good news. I can take this pawn off just in case. And rook on the 7th is always pretty handy. This pin is looking nasty. Alright, now here, there's another pin over here as well. Okay, that one was pinned. Alright, thanks for the game, and nice. A classic rocker. No. What will be the first move? Okay, that's okay. So silly nothing. and d3. I think d3 annoys me when I play the Smith Morra, because this looks like a natural plan for black, avoiding too many issues. With the pawn on c3, that stops the natural knight c3 for a moment. I guess as white, I'll still play for c4, even if it takes 2 moves to get that bind. But okay, as black here, my plan is quite often to try and tempt further weakening of dark squares. The nice dark square bishop here is often handy. Okay. b6 and bishop b7 could be handy. I'm not sure about the plan of a6. Doesn't seem right for this position because there's knight b6. It doesn't seem appropriate for this position. So what about, I'm wondering, b6 and bishop b7. Knight g4, knight e5 is dancing on dark squares for a bit. I guess I'm going to worry about e5. I'm going to try this. Bishop b7, rook c8, maybe knight g4 to e5 is maybe it's a bit of teasing, because if f4 is played, you're trying to tease some more weaknesses. Okay. That seems sensible so far, exchanging off the dark square bishop there. There is this semiotic c file. I'm wondering if e5 is going to be played. I'm looking forward to this bishop being handy. I wonder if I can just play this for a moment. And now this to go to... actually, I'm not convinced. Why would I do that here with the 2 knights on e5? Maybe h3. I should consider going back to f6. That seems... I could go back to h6. No, I don't know. Knight e5 doesn't seem like I'm getting anything so far. But probably I'll do it. I'll do that. Okay. The pawn might be handy in marking some dark squares here. It might be. On the other hand, there's an infiltration on d7 potentially. Let's get out of the firing line here. A knight on f4 would be good because there's no immediate g3. King h2 and g3. If I imagine a knight coming to f4 later, that could be a useful longer term plan here. Because any king g2 to g3, sometimes h3 is a problem. How would I get a knight to f4? You can sometimes work backwards, like d8. You can see that you can work to the destination square and work backwards, knight e6 to d8, so I can work out a route. Okay. Here, knight d8 to e6. You can just take it though. It doesn't seem that practical or sensible anymore. There is a tactic, knight d4 for queen c4. If he has his bishop on b3, I'm not really sure what the point is if I haven't got this plan of knight e6 to d4. Okay. What about... no, I'm a bit stuck actually for a plan now after that. Yep. Okay, I'm going to do... I'm a bit stuck, to be honest. This particular position, with that plan ruled out, okay, f5 is a bit risky, but maybe don't like weakening my king too much. You know, there might be another plan here. One plan for white is knight g4 on queen e3, but let's just do this for a moment. okay, I can go back to my... No, I can't. I've just ruined my longer term plan now. There's no way of getting a knight to f4 now, because I've just used up the e6 square. It's going to take a while. Let's just put the knight here for a moment. Now that does give me a concrete plan, doesn't it? Of, yeah, what does he play? c4? Right, okay, I can fix that for a moment. Yeah, I'll fix that when I've got the opportunity to fix that. Pawn on c3. Right, I'm going to kick this away before queen e3 happens. At least with the pawns here, knight e3 to d5 isn't as effective. Now I'm going to try and put a knight on c4 instead now. Alright, okay. If I do that, maybe g5 and knight g4 later then. I wonder, okay, queen e7 hits g5 without any way of protecting it though with the knight on c4. So knight g4, queen e7, there is knight f6. It's got knight f6. Okay, I'll do this anyway. Just knight f6. Well, knight f6 seemed necessary. I'll try and hold on to these pawns for a moment. And if I threaten queen g3, that could be handy in some lines. Queen g3, it's an extra option. Okay, I can't see the threat of my opponent, so if I'll play this. Okay, now I'll go back to over here then. Try and get this first rank. Then rook b1, b2 to trump in the queen. Alright, thanks for the game, Classic Rocker. Yeah, I was a bit stuck for a while there. For what to do, actually. So, Kramnik student. I'll play Sicilian defense. This looks pretty standard stuff, but it might not be the most terrifying line for black just yet. I'm happy to have a sort of Kasparov looking opening in honour of Kasparov, where this bit of prophylaxis against f5 because it takes, and I've got that active rook. And I think I have got pressure on e4 here of knight c5. The position looks harmonious. I can take towards the centre here. And I think d5 is actually threatened given this pin. I could be wrong about that. Maybe tactically white is regaining that pawn. Maybe I need to prepare d5. And knight e5 and knight e4 is not so hot for me. Unless I had a queen on a8, I think then knight e4 would be more juicy to play. So for a moment, I'm just going to go with queen a8, hypermodern setup. Queen a8, d5, idea e5, knight e4. They could play e5. Yeah. If he plays e5, that's, oh, isn't that just running into this plan? Because he's like weakened the diagonal a bit more. Can't I just do that with knight e4 now? there might be c4 or e3 to consider here. Or maybe both. I think c4 and then e3. I'm thinking this would be a dangerous pawn. With the possibility of bishop c5, I'm trying to maximize my pieces within this pawn structure, so c4 kind of liberates the dark square bishop. Now bishop c5 for rook d2 looks quite dangerous. I have a complementary attack on light squares and dark squares here. So rook d2 looks dangerous already. Queen c4 e2 wins immediately. The f-file, keeping that bishop blunted with its own pawn. Rook d2 here. Or queen e4. Queen e4 looks very nice. The idea of rook d2 coming up. Right, rook d2 here looks like crushing really, because check and then winning the queen. Rook d2 looks crushing. Queen f3, I'm just going to take and then take on d1. I can just take on f3 here and then take on d1. That seems pretty straightforward. There's e2 after. Yeah, that would seem quite thematic, that game. Thanks for the game, Kremlin student. Quite thematic. Okay, alright, Anna 2004. This is a classic recipe against the London system. I think I've got to stop knight b5 as an emergency. Good knight c3 must have a point of quick knight b5. Okay, so bishop takes c5. This check, knight c3. What? Yeah, I don't get that. It doesn't like go back after queen a5. Oh, okay, I get it now. In fact, I think I remember a master game where Magnus was playing white against Wesley So and did a similar thing and won on the dark squares layer. I'm hoping this doesn't happen here. b4, I think that's knight takes b4. Oh, maybe I've already blundered actually. Hang on a sec. Is there b4 here? Because actually knight takes, there's knight takes there. Ah. Okay, I can interrupt the king for a moment. Let's interrupt the king instead. The king goes to e2. Nope, that doesn't even happen. Okay, let's threaten knight d2 and queen a4. I'm just losing material. Don't tell me there's knight b6 now. Well, knight b6 seems to be horrible. Okay, is there knight c3? I'll try knight c3. This is getting a mess. Knight takes and then e5, and then I'll have to give up a rook or something. Rook a7 and knight c8. Give up rook after. Doesn't look very convincing. Whatever I'm doing here. Alright, I'll accept the loss of the rook. I have to. Bishop e2 and white's going to castle. Maybe d3 to try and interfere with white castling. Bishop f5, queen f5. There's no check to win the queen there. That's unfortunate. Oh, I'll play, I don't know, this. The king's going to run away, unfortunately, pretty soon. Unless knight takes f2 for queen takes d2, maybe knight takes f2. There's a shot here. Oh, crikey. It's not much. Well, maybe it's something. It's better than nothing. I guess it's better than nothing, but it's not great. I mean, I don't like being a bishop down, particularly. Okay. Can be for another pawn. Let's nick another pawn. I guess. I'll nick another pawn. I can do something with that. I can try and tie. Right. Can I get another pawn on bishop f3 if I just try and take another pawn? This pawn's probably winning technically. Just wondering how much of a nuisance I can be. The check, maybe rook e1 later. Maybe a perpetual check. I can always come back here to protect the rook. I'm not sure really. That ties down the pawn, doesn't it, to the queen at the moment. And let's give some air to the king, I suppose. Oh, I could take the centre pawn off. Queen e8. Probably best not to do that. Maybe queen g3 just to stop d6 at the moment. Just to try and put the brakes on d6. Maybe h4, h3. Okay, I thought I put the brakes on. Let's check. King g7. Not so bad as a moment ago. Dark squares. I'm going to try and press here. I'm going to try and press here. Somehow with my pawns. No, maybe I can't. The bishop's going to sack itself. Oh, hang on, let's go back to this position. Now stop the bishop sack. That's interesting. Play f4. That would be totally equal position. Maybe. You know what? I'm not going to play for a win. I'm going to just test the bishop sack and then I'll offer a draw, right? Oh, if there was a bishop sack, okay, okay. Sorry. I was going to offer a draw as soon as bishop g4, but it is extreme time pressure. Honest, I was going to offer a draw on bishop g4 because it's just a rook spawn. Okay, thanks for the game. Okay, Jet ZL. I was probably a bit too. I was going to offer a draw. It's just that the bishop. It was the final test. It was the final test, and I was going to offer a draw. I was going to. Okay. Anyway, no one will believe me, but yeah, I'm. You know, I was going to offer a draw there. Okay. Anyway. In that event, okay. Queen e8 and knight h5 to f4 looks good. Oh, Kremlin student raises something else. Yeah, maybe she didn't have time to accept the draw either. Okay, all right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess. Okay. Knight f. Okay. G5 and knight f4. G5 and knight f4. Aha. Right. Alright, if I play rook f3 and then knight f4. I just want to get a binds, an attacking binds on the position without dropping g5. Because I'm thinking the queen and The rook should be good here with the double pawns and the bishop. It should be enough. This should be a good attacking bind on the position. Just intuitively. Well, it must be enough, surely, actually, because I'm immediately threatening to get a pawn for the exchange with queen h5, hitting h4 and f3. This must be enough, surely. King h2, queen h5. Okay, my king's checked. But then that leaves f2 loose as well. Okay, I get a pawn here. Now bishop f2, okay, there's queen f2. If there's rook f2, there's queen g3 for queen h3. But because there's queen f2, okay, bit of patience then. I'll put this knight somewhere. g5, go for g5, knight d8, f7, g5, I guess. There is a check, but I'm wondering, does it matter? King h8 and knight g5 coming up. If white has to give back the exchange, I'll be in great shape here. So c7's attacked, f2's unprotected. Bishop c5, there's b4. c5, maybe the queen carries on being a pain after. Rook c8 might be the most sensible for a moment. I can imagine queen c4 or queen b3. Queen c4, knight g5 causes problems. So I think rook c8 for a moment. Queen c4, knight g5 coming up. Queen b7. I have to go back. I'm going to lose a piece over here. Great, I'm going to lose a piece over here. Alright, let's see what happens then. Rook g5. Then queen b7 is nasty. Is there rook g8, queen a7? Okay, there's rook g8 here, surely. I thought queen b7 was really critical. King h6 here. Is that any good? I'm actually wondering about these checks. Yeah, these checks are really quite annoying. Oh, I just left a mate, haven't I? Oh, I just left a mate in one. Oh, well played. Should have accepted the draw. Okay. Oh, that was a bit, ooh, ouch, embarrassing accident. Okay. I have to think about my loss now. Alright, I'm going to have to abort this and go into the next game. I'm gonna have to blame the dog barking. I'm just distracted. Okay, that's why I shouldn't stream from here. Okay, but anyway, no excuses. Okay, knight c6. Come on, let's get another game. Oh. Oh no. This is a long wait for another game to erase the memory of being mated. I can't get it, can I? This. That was a very tricky position in the end. I thought I was losing anyway, potentially because of the G pawn. If I'd gone back with the king. Alright, I have to abort this one as well. What's going on here? Okay, let's play. This is a 5 minute. Is this going to be a strong attack with f5? I hope not. f5 coming out. To try and blunt f5 from white. Don't know about the timing here. Maybe going d5 then. Now my c5 is pretty weak. Yeah, my c5 is pretty weak. Maybe I'll just try and sack the pawn to try and blunt the pawn structure. My opponent's not blunt, sort of damage, fragment, weaken. Okay. That looks very good for white now. Oh, crikey. D6, dark squares look good. Rook D6 looks good. Oh, maybe it does something about... Oh. What's knight G5? Just going straight into knight G5 here. So I might as well just lose the exchange. Okay, I'm going to lose the exchange. This is horrible. There's even knight E6. Alright, let's stay on C4. There's knight C7. Oh, maybe, okay, given that, okay, maybe rook C8 then. I thought, yeah, maybe simple was just to take the exchange. Okay, I'm a bit surprised here because, yeah, why don't you just take the exchange? Okay, you can take on G7. It's still there's still this slight issue. Alright. Yes. G5 and knight G6. We would hit E6. So G4 here? I'm in the bind, I guess. I'm in the bind. I could try weakening. Maybe I should try weakening E5. Okay, Rook D8 looks like a menace. Rook D8 looks too strong. It looks too strong. I'll try and take a knight and rook off, but I don't think so. Don't think this is going to work, but anyway. Two pieces for the queen, but it depends what happens. So bishop c4. Am I going to play this? Oh, there's knight h5. There's bishop g7. Maybe. This. Is there rook d5 and knight f6 now, the way he's played it? Right, I'll try and get out of firing lines. Queen c6 looks dangerous. F3 looks dangerous potentially. F2. Rook e1. F2 rook e1. I can at least do that, stop. Knight f6, I hope. Oh no, there's that. Alright. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I think that was well played. That was a good one. Okay. It was a tough session. Okay. I'll try knight c6 here. I'll do this. I've played this before. It's a bit crazy. Okay, didn't expect that much confusion. It's kind of all I'm hoping for really is ED and then bishop c5, knight f6. If the queens come off again, I'm hoping there's some sort of compensation because the bishop's blocked in by the queen. Some sort of compensation here, basically. Optimistically, c6 is immediately threatened. I've played this before, which is not a great. Okay, maybe it's not a great evidence it's playable, but I don't seem to get that bad results in bullet chess with this. Yeah. So, but unfortunately, this is a 5-minute game anyway. So, how does White consolidate? Though now I'm threatening knight takes e4. Okay, now knight e4 here. I've got a pressure, haven't I? Bishop takes, and then knight takes, and then maybe this at some point if the bishop's away from f4. I think there's pressure here. Anyway. It's bishop c5 trying to win the exchange with knight f2. Although, is that a dodgy exchange to try and win? Might be. I'll play anyway, I think. If he doesn't take it, well. Punishment of not taking it. Check king h1. Actually, I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't see the punishment. If a punishment exists, I cannot see it at the moment. So I'll take the draw with black. Like a chicken. Like a chicken. Thanks for the game. Alright. Cheers then. Thanks for the game. Non-premier, please consider becoming a premier. Namesake. Another 2,500. Oh, is he gone? No, we're playing namesake. Alright. So that was a... this is good for the 2,500s this session. This? I think I can do that. Takes 95. I think there's queen d4 there for the moment. But once white castles, I think white is threatening knight takes e5. maybe d6 is too risky. Does he win a pawn here? Maybe. I'm just going to make sure. I'm going to take the risk, rather, not make sure. I'm going to take the risk. And now play d6. I wonder if I can play this. Knight g5 takes. I'm thinking king g7, rook h8. I might not be in trouble as one might think here because I've got that pinned pawn. I'm hoping that isn't too much trouble in this position. Now I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I've seen this before in some games, and sometimes black is doing fine. If I unpin immediately here, queen d7, actually with the idea of rook h8, rook h3 later, is not just unpinning but prepares rook h3 later. Then let's imagine f4. F4 is dangerous straight off the bat, isn't it? You know what? Rook h8, f4, queen d7, takes, check, king g7. I'll be threatening rook h3. I think that's fun, potentially, to threaten rook h3. So I'm going to dare provoke f4 here. This move. So takes, check, king g7. I'm hoping this is a safe zone. F takes, there's rook takes h3. Alright. Maybe rook takes h3, takes knight d4. Looks very dangerous. Yeah, I think this looks very dangerous. Counter-attack. Knight d4, bishop d7, knight f3, double checkmate. cd, queen a4, g takes, bishop d4. He's going to take that rook. That's annoying, that rook hanging here. How about knight takes e4? Was rook h5 though? Rook h7. I was asking for f takes, bishop f6. Maybe ED for check and CB looks good as well. ED takes check and then C. Yeah. Okay, I'll go with this one. Okay, knight d4 then. G takes. Queen takes. On bishop takes this knight f3, double checkmate. Queen takes this check. Takes that, queen h3. I'll go with this. Queen h3 looks dangerous because it introduces knight f3, knight e2, queen g3, queen g3 and bishop g4 and rook h8. I'll take this guy over here. It takes the queen. Alright, I'm going to run out of time. I'm going to do something here which is not losing the rook for a moment. Oh, my queen. Okay, I've just blundered the queen. No, I have lost the queen here. Whoops. Okay, it was fun while it lasted. Too many pieces hanging, too difficult to calculate. Okay, bishop g4, knight e2 coming up. Or rook g8 and bishop g4. Right, still, if I have bishop g4, it's sort of dangerous for knight e2, rook h1 after. Maybe bishop c6. Knight f3 here. Oh, I think he just takes on d6. Oh, it's king e8. 23 seconds. And this c4 is dangerous for rook h1. I'm hoping c4 is enough to at least try and secure a draw. I don't know. That's a bit optimistic probably. Rook g2, rook h1 threatens. Oh, okay. Oh, that was a fun one anyway. Okay, well played. Well played. Yeah. Whoa, that was a fun one. There's a bit of stuff on either side. Okay. It's MGTOW. MGTOW. Blimey. So, MGTOW. See around. I might have to abort this. There's a non-premier challenge here. I'm going to have to decline. Jets. Oh, I don't know what happened to that actually. Okay, let's try that again. This one. Okay, so there's no takes. .95 looks okay. Maybe this is fine. F5. F4. Okay, yep. This looks alright now. I think maybe even G5. Okay, let's see. Queen here. E5 square. So what's happening here? Bishop E6 would be good if I get down the move. Bishop E6 to stop Bishop C4. Okay, G5 and maybe H5 and G4. I mean, all this stuff. Or okay, I can take here. Maybe is that a distraction? Or should I just take it? No, I'll just take it. Bishop. Rook D1, Queen E3. Oh, thanks for the game, Chess Domingo. Okay, I have to decline the non-premium challenges. MGTOW. Hope we can get a game this time. I think this is okay for a moment. Alright, so it looks like some sort of okay, it looks like some sort of blockade position. I don't know if I've got the edge here or not. Let's see. Finesses. Try and prove the isolated queen's pawn is worth it. Or not. Oh, knight E3, there's queen D3, thankfully. Just noticed it's like weakness and loss of move, but actually queen D3 hits E3 and H7. f6. I think there's maybe queen h5 there. Just try and provoke g6. If I play knight e4 here. If I got too many weaknesses, I might have too many weaknesses. Never know. But knight takes and knight c5 looks as though, or b4 first. Maybe b4 first. Is that outrageous? With the idea of knight takes and knight c5. Is that too outrageous? Okay, knight c5 here. H4, H5. Just try and weaken this structure a bit. I'll take this, and knight g6 looks pretty dangerous. Queen g6, knight f5. Knight e6. Thing is, knight f1, there's check and bishop g6 after. Queen f6, there's check. King f7. Alright, might not be. It might be better just to play a sensible move. Although I'm tempted. Let's try it. Queen f6 looks as though it might be a try. I'm immediately threatening. I thought I was threatening check and bishop g6, but it's king f6. Maybe there's bishop h4 there. I mean, there's bishop h4 at the end of this. Yeah. Right, thanks for the game, McTowell. Yeah, that's probably, if we've got time to analyse, that's another challenge. Oh, there is. Okay, it was interesting, yeah, to see if there was the defence. Knight killer 000, but I'm trying to play a lot of challenges as well, so maybe another time to analyse. So knight killer 000. Now this is sometimes fun. Depends how well this is challenged, this pawn structure in the centre. If it's left intact like this, it's can be quite dangerous later, I think. Right, so a3 and it's a3. There's a couple of danger points in this structure. After the knight's kicked, queen d3. It's difficult to defend h7 if the king's really on that side, but it's there's bishop g6 here now. a3. This barking's costing me rating points today, that's my excuse. I'm hoping for a more peaceful environment next week. Back to the normal venue. But anyway, no really. No. Okay. By the way, if you're in the UK and you've got a dog and you've got cheap dog insurance and your dog's quite elderly, please let me know. I might be looking around, shopping around for cheaper dog insurance this year. No, it's. I think Argos is a bit of a rip-off. I don't know if any of you have with Argos with one of your pets. I don't know. Just let me know anyway. Yeah, if you've got any tips for dog insurance. But anyway, aside from that, let's get back to the chess. Okay, knight g3. I'm hoping I'm not falling into bits here. Does he take? He doesn't take, does he? Queen d8. Isn't the knight hitting the bishop? I was threatening that. There's rook g7 mate here. Alright, thanks Night Killer. I think there's time for one. If there was a 3-minute okay, I'll try and be quick here. Time for one more. Alright, so Smith-Morra. This pawn wedge is looking okay. Now this bishop's loose, isn't it? But knight takes protects the bishop. Oh, maybe I should have considered knight b5 as well. Alright. Right, so queen d3 for bishop c2. This looks as though... Okay, there might be some issues here. Let's see, chat, anything interesting on the chat? Right, so bishop g3. Okay, I'm not convinced my pieces are in the right places. I'll try and stop, discourage d6 for a moment. It could take in that d6. It's doing that. Oh. Right, try and inflict a weakness with g6. I'm not going to hit h6. Alright, let's take it out, I think. Take it out. I'm thinking knight e4 would be a useful tempo. Sort of tempo game. Possibility of queen c3 check. Alright. Well, it's pretty solid for black at the moment. Unfortunately for me. It looks... I don't know. Maybe there's something coming up. If I pin that knight... Just trying to undouble the pawns. That looks okay. Unfortunately, that looks okay for me. Trying to take the d file. For rook d7. Bishop e6. I'm running out of pawns though. 2 pawns now. Running out of pawns, but rook d7 looks as though it's got some space to it. Okay, knight e5 then. Oh, maybe I should go for this. For bishop e6. So he could take bishop e6. King f6. Okay, he's allowed knight e5. Maybe that's interesting. Okay, do I risk putting this move in? Inserting this move. There's rook e2 after that. Don't like why pieces hang necessarily. King f6, f4. So F4. I'm sort of weaving and mating that, aren't I? In this particular position, it looks as though it's promising for G4 to G5 and then Rook H7. Yeah, the threat is G5 and Rook H7. And yeah, I had a lucky escape. Alright, end this game. Okay, thanks for the games this week. That was fun. Okay, there were some really fun ones this week, even though I was on the receiving end, but there's some really fun ones. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. See you next week at the earlier time, 11:30. And if you want to challenge me or other streamers, remember the premium discount code Kingscrusher on this other screen. Kingscrusher is the premium code. Okay, thanks very much.